Hey everybody, welcome to the Gubb Show.
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
As you might know, or maybe not know, the Rio 2016 Olympic Games is coming up. And that date would be towards the end of this month, I think. But other than that, as you can see by my sweatshirt or jacket or whatever you'd want to call it, that I'll be participating in the slam dunk contest at the Olympic Games, which I'm pretty sure it's their first ever slam dunk contest. And before Brandon says anything, I gotta give him credit because he's been my coach. He even dressed up for the occasion. Do you want to tell the crowd like what we've been doing to help me train and stuff, Coach?
You got it, Sonny. What we've been doing is I have been taking Chandler for a 3-mile run every morning. And you might say, wow, my grandma does that. Well, she might, but does she do it while wearing 90-pound leg weights and running through sand upside down? I don't think so. If she does, then please send me her email address. That's not important. Chandler's been running every morning. He's been doing squats. We'll drive his car up, and then he'll kind of like stand under it and he'll squat it. And then we've been eating a lot of McDonald's. Oh, and as you can see here, Chandler's really been bulking. He's been drinking a lot of this Muscle Milk. Sponsor, by the way. This is definitely our sponsor for the week. So Chandler's been drinking a lot of this. We've been lifting weights, not like actual weights, but like, like whatever we find laying around outside. And been playing a lot of 2K16. Chandler especially. And I think that's about it. I'm not forgetting anything.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about our sponsor, since we kind of have to in order to get the big check that funds this episode. Anyway, Muscle Milk, 37% protein, 40 pounds of testosterone, and 30% of vitamin A, which that doesn't add up, but we're not math guys, we just work out. That's the whole point. That's even their slogan. We're not math guys, we just work out. It's in the bag.
And I think it should be noted that the flavor of this drink is intense vanilla. It's not just vanilla, because if you want to drink this, you gotta be ready. You can't just be like, I'm gonna drink that. You gotta train before you can even drink this.
Yep.
Chandler just recently worked his way into these, but I tell you what, when you get there, look at him. He's ready.
I am swole, if you could not tell.
He literally has been 1v1ing Shaquille O'Neal's son. I think his name is Little Shaquille. And he's won every time. I think he actually did a weightlifting contest against Arnold, and he won that also.
Yeah, that was kind of a
Arnold
cakewalk.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a cakewalk, but I can't wait for that event. But other than our personal lives and what we've been going through with the Olympic Games, let's make this entertaining. So, Brandon, do you want to spin the wheel? Because we haven't done that.
Let's do that. We made it all the way to this point. Oh, wait, what episode are we on?
Episode 11, I think. Because I always forget, but I'm pretty sure this time.
I don't think we said last week, but who cares?
Yeah.
At this point. Let's spin it.
Oh, and it looks like really weird rules in Arkansas. And if you do not know, Arkansas is where we're from.
We live there.
except for Brandon. He actually grew up in Minnesota, but we'll leave that for another episode.
Call me Minnie.
Anyway, what are some weird rules here in Arkansas?
Let me get the page up, my good sir. One thing about being from Minnesota is making the transition from Minnesota to Arkansas. Obviously, it's much hotter here, but the weirdest thing is that in Arkansas, people don't say squiddy or like gubby and stuff like that much. Which in Minnesota, I mean, those are the first words they teach you in school. So I don't know. I mean, they don't say zaddy. They don't step a game up. But let me go ahead and point out, Arkansas does have some really cool, weird laws that we will now cover. It is apparently a law. I'm getting all this from an accredited source. This source, you can believe everything we say. Oh gosh. Rule number 1. The Arkansas River can rise no higher than the Main Street Bridge in Little Rock. So basically, they are placing a law on something that they have no possible way to control. If the river rises above the bridge, it's arrested.
What do they?
The river.
Just like cops go out there and start shooting at it.
They tase it.
I'll warn you.
Rivers matter.
But once they just start tasing it, the water just goes down.
That, or maybe they arrest the man who built the bridge.
I don't know. River lives matter. Let's not talk about this.
Yikes. Rule number 2. This doesn't seem like a real law. It is strictly prohibited to pronounce Arkansas incorrectly. I don't know how that is enforced. I've heard many people pronounce Arkansas differently, and I've never seen repercussions.
Dude, Arkansas, come and get me. Oh, no.
Well,
I didn't hear me.
I won't turn you in,
goodness.
I guess.
Oh, thank goodness. If you did, I was going to have to spill water all over your phone.
Speaking of which, I had to get a new phone. This is a Samsung something. It's waterproof, but I dropped my other phone. It was made by Pineapple. It was a Pineapple phone, and I dropped it about 1 foot with a life-proof case on, and the screen disintegrated itself. So, decided to get this phone. It's pretty cool, I guess. Are you ready for the third law? Because this one might make less sense than either of these others.
If it makes less sense, I'm going to pour water all over your phone.
Then we better skip to number 4 here. In Arkansas, alligators may not be kept in bathtubs.
You heard that right.
I guess that actually makes sense, but I feel like it should just be alligators may not be kept.
Yeah, because like, what if you keep it in one of those kiddie swimming pools? I guess that wouldn't be against the law.
No, you're in the clear.
Yeah, give me that.
But then the law.
Like, is this actually waterproof?
Well,
like,
you can.
I don't want to just like.
I don't. Apparently, I don't know.
I mean,
Can I call Big Zaddy and ask? Because I think he has the same phone.
Okay, I'll let you call him.
Do you actually want me to call him?
Call him right now. Yes. He's gonna be our first special random. Phone.
He's not in. I think he's busy this week because there's something going on at Camp Scuttle.
Oh, okay. You want to take a chance anyway? Take a chance anyway. Go for it.
I don't want to because when I went to get my new phone, well, that's not important where I got it. You didn't hear anything.
What phone is it? Let me.
It is it says Samsung on it. Is that enough information?
No.
Okay. I think it's called the S7.
I really want to soak it in a tub.
It's illegal. This is basically an alligator. Basically, what we have here is a case of please don't, because I just got this yesterday, and it literally took over 2 hours to get it because there were complications. I'm going to keep reading off rules while he looks up whether or not this phone is actually waterproof. There is a rule that states, actually this is a law, so it's been adjudicated, or I don't know. The law, here it is.
Is it the S7?
School teachers who bob their hair will not get a raise. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but is it the S7?
Yeah.
Okay. According to Samsung, the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are both water resistant up to 5 feet of water, up to 30 minutes. And we have this recording, so if it messes up, we have proof.
Ooh, I don't. Isn't this the phone where T-Pain is pouring champagne on it in the gas station though?
Let me check. Or
I still don't want to do
it's
this.
not T-Pain, it's
There is a rule in Little Rock that states dogs may not bark after 6 p.m. Also, in Fayetteville, it is illegal to kill any living creature. In Little Rock, flirtation between men and women on the streets of Little Rock may result in a 30-day jail term.
okay, yeah, it's the same phone
As T-Pain?
as Wiz Khalifa.
As Wiz Khalifa? Yeah. He didn't really look like Whoopi Goldberg.
Alright, just
I
please.
don't know about it. My mother would not be happy.
Mary will be fine.
Oh,
just,
I don't want to do this.
just give it a dip, man.
No!
Just
Darn this.
this is for our viewers, man.
We have 5 viewers. Thank you guys so much. But I don't want to do this.
If it messes up,
No!
if it messes up, you can just get a new one.
I can't. It's gonna take 3 years.
No, well,
That's something I don't think I have insurance.
come on.
Okay, fine, but let me do it.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
What am I doing? This?
Just, no, don't.
Sorry, it won't fit.
Don't just pour it on
That's
the screen.
waterproof. That's waterproof.
Just
See that?
Just take your phone.
Just pour the water on the floor?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
What?
Just go ahead.
What if it immediately stops working?
Then we know here on the Gubb Show that the S7 is utter crap, and
I
you
just
shouldn't
don't
get one.
think this is a good idea.
Just do it.
No!
Just come on.
Oh, no!
Come on.
Water's gonna get all over the floor.
I don't care. Do
I'm
it.
gonna do.
This is my house. Technically my mom and dad's, but it's my house. Just pour it. Come on. Everybody wants to see this.
I don't know about it.
Just
This
don't
phone
even think
actually
about
is
it.
working.
Just-
I've had this phone for 1 day.
Just don't. That's waterproof. It works.
There's water all over the floor.
My carpet is soaked.
It seems to be working.
That's you heard it here, folks. Samsung, please sponsor us because we just did that for you.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's working or not.
Yeah.
No, it seems to be. I'm going to go dry this off. Here,
Alright.
why don't you go ahead and get into the next segment?
All right. Our next segment will be about movie quotes.
Excuse me, Jerry.
Brandon wrote a list that I probably shouldn't see, so I'm not going to look at it, but he has a list of quotes that I'm going to be guessing, and if I get it right or wrong, I get something. Maybe. I don't know. this was Brandon's idea, so. Is it working?
Yeah.
Alright.
It works fine.
Dude, thank goodness. That was definitely getting a soaked floor.
It actually did nothing. Oh, you see that right there? It's not actually making. Alright, we don't have enough time for that.
Alright.
Let me go ahead and put this down since the floor is soaked. That was a good over a half cup of water.
Yeah.
That was a good amount. Alright.
This makes me want to get a bottle of champagne and pour it all over. If
You guys sell high-end champagne? Have a good night.
Alright. Here you go. Here's your quotes.
So we're going to jump. Oh, did you already tell them
Yeah, I
what we're
already
doing?
told them.
So this is a game called Chandler. What movie is this from? Alright, here we go. First quote. Fish are friends, not food.
Shark Tale.
You are killing me, Smalls.
Dang
You
it.
can say pass if you want.
Angels in the Outfield.
I think we may need a bigger boat.
Ooh, man, this is a hard one. Transformers 3.
It's Transformers 2. Also, these quotes may not be entirely correct, but I think they're close enough to get the point across, but obviously they're not because Chandler has, I'm going to go and say it, he's completely missed all of them so far. But you're doing good, man.
Alright.
Okay. Luke, I am your father.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Just keep swimming.
It's gotta be, dang it.
You could at least say Shark Tale again.
I could say that, but what's the movie with the pig? Is it called like Charlotte?
Babe?
That's Babe. What's Charlotte?
Charlotte's Web?
No.
That was a pig
Babe.
in it also.
I know that, but yeah, I'm thinking of Babe. Yeah, Babe.
I'm the king of the world.
The Starving Games, which is a parody of the Hunger Games. Don't watch it.
Okay, Google.
It's a very bad
How do I
movie.
help my friend? He knows nothing. Oh, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay. You must be talking about Greg.
How about we change it up
Greg
a little bit?
Suziani.
Greg Suziani.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
He's an awful guy.
Let's go ahead and change this up. Instead of asking you
But
what
we
movie
won't.
it's from, why don't I just say like most of the quote and have you fill in the rest?
All
Because
right.
it might be easier.
Alright.
Since you seem to not know much about movies.
Alright. I got this.
Or at least not these movies.
Okay.
My phone is loading here. Okay, okay. This is from a movie with a giant man who is a robot man. That's your hint.
Transformers.
I haven't
9.
I haven't started the quote.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. I'll be
here next Sunday.
Let's try this again here. The first rule about blank is you do not talk about blank.
The first rule about Little Debbie is that you don't talk about Little Debbie.
Because he will find you.
Because Mr. Debbie will find you.
Alright, here's one. Well, okay. This is a two-parter.
Okay.
There's no place like. There's no place like. There's no place.
There's no place like the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
I'll definitely give you a point for that. Some of these are kind of confusing. Yeah, and I definitely butchered some of these quotes because they're on here and I didn't say them right.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I could have been somebody. Walk in here, walk in here.
That was from.
Yeah, what was that from?
That was from Shrek 4. Nobody's ever seen it, so
That movie probably was good, right?
you could say that.
All right, what movie is this from? I'm one stomach flu away from meeting my weight goal. Anne Hathaway is in it. So is Meryl Streep. Steak! Where's my steak?
Weight
That's
Watchers.
How did you know? That's right! Oh! All right, final one. This is for double points. If you get this right, you still win the prize.
All right.
Let me find one that you might actually know. Okay, these are actually all from movies that came out a little while ago. So, by a little while ago, I mean 50 years. This is from a movie that if you've ever been to Christ Teens, we actually we did a parody of it. Actually, we didn't do a parody of this movie, a parody of a movie very similar to it. The quote is very common. I think a lot of people would know what you're talking about if you went up to some random person on the street and said this. Here we go. It's alive! It's alive! That might actually be not that common. Maybe it's Arkansas. In Minnesota, people would know what you're talking about.
Yeah.